Today, I'm fixing my future because someone has to. If you start my savings and investment plans with Old Mutual today, then my future will be smoother than Dad's head. So you get advice from the people at Old Mutual, and I'll get those gold stars to make you proud. Any questions?
Do future doctors pack their own lunches?
Start their journey by speaking to an Old Mutual financial advisor today. Invest in their future. Do great things every day.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiski Times, CEO.za. Brand new season awaits for us as we look forward to the Betway Premiership and the MTN 8 as well. In this video, I'm discussing with former Orlando Pirates captain Tso Vilakazi the first 5 matches of Orlando Pirates, or for Orlando Pirates, this coming season. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's quickly then do a roundup of those fixtures for Orlando Pirates. The first game they're playing is Kukune at home, and then they play Marumo Gallants away. They play Stellenbosch at home, Orbit College at home, and then Chippa United away from home as well. You look at this and you think, okay, you could see a 4 out of 5, but the matches will unfold by themselves and you could see surprises. Just before I bring in Tso as well, I just want to remind people that Orlando Pirates had a blistering start of the season last season. So the opening, how you start the season, is not an indicator of how you will finish it, but how you start it is also very important because it could even demoralize the people that are chasing you. Because by the time that they look up the log, you are maybe 10 points away from them if you have a good start. Maybe after 10 matches, you are 10 points away, or after 15 matches. So good starts are very important. But as we saw last season, that Orlando Pirates had a blistering start with many of these teams. Mr. So-and-so, as you hear, Abos Kukune, Orbit College, Stellenbosch, of course, did defeat Orlando Pirates in one game. It was a crucial point of the season, Devin Titus scoring. Marumo Gallants also did defeat Orlando Pirates as well. But as you look at them and you say historically, Orlando Pirates should be able to navigate some of those fixtures. They beat Skukune as well, which had Sipho Mbule last season as well.
Mr. Nkewu, it's it looks very easy. It looks very easy for Orlando Pirates, but I'm worried. I'm worried. If you're gonna play against OBT that you don't know.
I don't think so. Let me just quickly say this, that it's not easy. It's not as bad as it could have been.
Yes.
Because Kukune there is the first game is decent. And then Stellenbosch being the third game in the first 5 matches is also decent.
Yeah, Mr. Nkewu, I was actually
it's not the worst start.
It looks like it's easy, but when you open really your eyes and look at the inside of things that are happening to those teams, you can say it's going to be a bit challenging for the Pirates. Against Ellis, it's going to be tough. Against Upatela, Esengamazi in the PSL level, what is he cooking? Kuchipa. That's a tricky one again. Same applies to Obit. That we only saw them playoffs, but really not, because we saw all of us Cape Town City with problems with all of that, and in our mind, in our eyes, that those problems probably affected the results of them losing against Obit. But
if you are Abdeslam Wadu, you are next to Coach Mandla Nqikazi and our brother Coach Dugudugu Makanya. If we will see him there, I haven't seen confirmation, but we understand that he will be there as well.
Yes.
You are all, there's 3 of you plus your analysts and everyone else, the technical team, effectively. What's your thinking as you look at these 5 matches? Uti, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5? You told me, Gavin Hunt used to look at it that way. That he used to say, okay, we have 10 matches, we should get a draw here, we should get a win here, and that's how we won 4 league titles, Ugoda Nickerson.
Yeah, look, I'll count 3 from Million to 3 points, Obit, Chippa, Marumo Galant, I can count. And then between Chippa and Stellis, I can say 1-1.
Skukune and Stellenbosch.
Skukune and Stellenbosch. I can say 1-1 based on how Eric, I was with Eric in the last week, how he's putting his team together, and we spoke like more than about 2 hours, and he's one coach that I think we undermine him here in South Africa, and we don't give him support that he really deserves. Same applies to Coach Steve Parker. These guys are 2 coaches for me that they've been doing very good job, especially Steve Parker. He's one coach that the past 2-3 seasons he's been doing very well, but we don't talk about him. We don't praise him in terms of the work that is always put in there. And
But Orlando Pirates will look at 3 of
Yeah.
those fixtures and think that those should be wins.
Should be wins.
And then it might be a slightly difficult hurdles, Kokun and Stellenbosch.
For me, I think it should be. It should be like that. The other 3 confirmed. It should be 9 points. And then Skukune, 1 point, it's not going to be bad. Against Ellis, 1 point. 1 point is not going to be bad. Based on these 2 coaches and the teams that they've got, they always give Pirates a headache. Even though it's Kukune, Pirates did beat Kukune. But with the coach Eric, it's going to be very difficult.
If you end up with 10 or 11 points out of 15, you don't think that's bad?
No, it's not going to be bad. I mean, Kukune, the main fact that you're going to get a point against Eric and Steve Parker point, for me, it should be good enough, because you can go there and play against them and then don't get anything. They're capable of doing that. Especially Steve Parker, he did it last season, so he can do it again. So Eric also, because he's got good quality there at Skukune and the good support that he's getting at Skukune. That's why I'm saying it's going to be tough. A point for me, 11 points. Yeah, that would be good.
It was a great start. Before we wrap it up, it was a great start last season for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ukala at the right tempo, at the right pace. Keep on getting those points and pray to God that Mamelodi Sundowns drops their points.
Yeah.
Because normally Sundowns doesn't drop points, but
Yeah.
pray that they do drop. Let's talk about ukubaleka nje kokuqala kahle.
Mr. Nkewu, especially knowing that is Sundowns, that means any point that is out there, it should be taken. That's why I don't want to put pressure on them to say it should be all those points. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points, it should be at Orlando. It should be at Orlando. If we, Pirates, is going this season to say we won the league, that 15 points, it should be at Orlando. No doubt about that. Because remember that once you sleep, these guys, they hardly sleep. Even just to take a nap. Sometimes they don't take a nap. When the Pirates ithatha nap inyana because the flight yakhuphuka, mabaqala bavula amehlo sephezulu, Sundowns is gone. So you cannot allow ukuthi, 1, be on the same points with Sundowns. 2, if Sundowns can leave you behind with a point or 3 points, you must know it's done. Done and dusted. You're not going to catch them. So Pirates, if they saying this season, I believe that they've got what it takes this season. With the way they just beef up the team. So they need to go for the kill.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. That's Orlando Pirates. If you're an Orlando Pirates fan, let us know. What do you think? First 5 matches, we've given it to you. So says maybe 10 out of 15. Of course, Pirates, we all know, big team, like Sundowns as well. They were 115 out of 15. Pirates and Sundowns won 15 out of 15. But of course, we are realistic. We understand that sometimes you'll slip up. So it might be 12 out of 15, might be 10 out of 15, for example. It might even be 7 out of 15, who knows? Because sometimes so let us know what you think, what you expect from your club as well. New coach, Abdeslam Ouadou. We understand that Dugu Makanya will be part of the technical team. Our friend and our brother will be there. And of course, Umandla Nqikazi as well. We do hope that we'll be able to see the technical team and all the best as well to the clubs. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, was betting. For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami uLindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Vilakazi, they call me Tso. Niyazi bafethu, amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiskiTV.